Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to OMSI 2 on ZZ9 Transport, and today you join me here on a slightly different map, one that I've not driven on the channel yet. This is Pimlico, of course, and today we have not quite a hydrogen bus. I say not quite because, well, we don't have Wright Hydroliners in the game, but what we do have is this repaint made by user eesa-ash, I think I'm remembering that right on Fellows Film. And this is a hydrogen bus repaint for the B5LH Gemini 3 Stealth. So, we're going to take it for a drive. Specifically, it's LK70 AZB, which is number YX22 because Metroline like long fleet numbers, I guess. So, we're on the Pimlico map, so I think it's pretty obvious what we're going to be driving. We're going to be driving the Route 24, of course. So, with that being said, let's get this bus ready to go. I think the interior lights have just decided to turn themselves off, which they have. Turn the engine on for now, but there's something I want to show in a bit. How's the roller blind out there doing? Did it move around? Oh no, it didn't. Sometimes they like to. Anyway, indicator's on. Why is the indicator on? So yeah, as I say, we're going to be on the 24. Ignore the time being like minus 265 minutes. Just felt good for a screenshot here, really, didn't it? Right, this thing wanna show up? It does. So, I think, if I remember it, the driver ID on this one is 692021. Pins, I managed to switch pin. Garage ID 651. Why not? Check bus. I think that can just that. Yep. Operator number. Go on. Operator number 651. Duty number. Duty number I think is QB400, isn't it? Yeah, so I'll put duty number 400. Route 24. Trip number, it's just going to be our first trip, so why not? There we go, that'll do. Ticket machine signed up and ready to go. Let's move around to stance. I think we've got someone coming in behind us, yeah we do. But I'm just going to pull in anyway. Let's just carefully bring it round. Yep, we've got one that's just terminating behind us. That should do. I don't think we're on the curb, are we? Just move it a wee bit off to the side. There we go. We will do this. We'll do that. And we'll do that. So, set the blind, that's the next thing. I believe these blinds still just work how they used to. So if we do like this, Pimlico. And now we just wait. Hopefully, once that's all done, everyone will just get on board. This route is going to be a pretty long one to drive. It's going to be about an hour. And also I am going to set the time forward, but just wait for the blinds to all set themselves up first. Going to F3. That one's already sorted. The numbers are very quick to sort themselves out. There's a new route master behind us. Take a look at the bus from a front view while we wait. North Finchley, tally-ho. Apparently. Pimlico! Blind on the side is not set yet. It's not far off. North Finchley, more North Finchley, Old Kent Road, more Old Kent Road. Oh no, there it goes. Messed up a bit. Parliament Hill Fields, Pimlico, and people get on board. So we put the time forward because we kind of need to do that. We are off at 12:10, so we'll set this to 12:09. AI cars be like. It's probably going to give me a warning about advancing time that far forward, but I don't care. And there's just no other passengers. That's fun. You never know, there might be some. There just might be. That stop flag wasn't in the way, that would be a good screenshot opportunity, but fortunately I already took care of that before. take a quick peek around the bus. It's got this special livery for being a hydrogen bus. There's 20 of these in the Metroline fleet. All LK70 plates. Here's what the back looks like. Of course, it's been cleverly covered, that window there, of course, for obvious reasons. The hydrogens that do not have that. I think we're basically ready to go. So, I'll get back into there. There we go. So, something that was sneakily somewhat patched away, but not completely, was the ability to kind of drive this thing purely in electric mode. Before the Master Switch update earlier this year, you could literally just turn the engine off and drive it in electric mode. You can't really do that as smoothly now, but technically you can still do it anyway. Let's just put the arrows on. It's a good idea. You can technically still just drive it, although it will eventually run out of brake pressure. And at that point you will need to actually have the engine on. Also, this has got camera mirrors. But here we go.
South End Green.
Forgot about that. Yeah, you can literally just drive it purely electric and it will not kick the engine on automatically. Is there anyone at that stop? I don't think there is. Alright, we'll continue. Very quiet bus at the moment.
Mansfield Road.
Ooh, that was some interesting frame rate. Brake pressure does already seem quite low, so we may have to, I think it's brakes anyway. Just general air pressure, I think. So we may have to allow the engine to exist from now on. But you can still do it, even if they try to patch it out. So there you go. Right, let's get the engine actually on. Oh, it's not going to do it. Well, the engine's... oh, the doors are open, I think. This is not in the mind to do it. Let's just make it do it. There we go. Engine. And complaints from the bus, because of course, why not? Everything there's all still looking fine, so we're good to continue. Well, the bus thinks otherwise, but I say we're good to continue, which means we are. There's an Enviro 200 behind us. So away we go. Help if I turn the indicator off, wouldn't it? Well, this map was made by user Fan79 on Fellows Film. They also have a YouTube that is literally called OMSI Pimlico. And I believe they're working on an extension to this map to add the Route 27. That'll be interesting to see. Looking forward to that. One of these people has a texture error. Yeah, there he goes. Surprised about that one, but there you go. Oh, air pressure is already back up to full.
Terrace.
Like I said, this route's probably going to take a little while, so let's just do a little bit of bus spotting while we drive along, see what AI we can see. That car just absolutely rocketed over those speed bumps. Of course, I'll have to remember if someone wants to get off. You know what? I thought these people were wanting our bus. Well, I guess not. Oh, we've got 9 seconds to wait. Tell you what, we'll just pull forward slightly. I'll let this 200 go through. Do what they need to do.
24
Anyway.
to Pimlico.
24 to Pimlico. I think that's a Metroline bus behind us, I'm not sure. I'll have a look. Fellow Metroline vehicles.
Queen's Crescent.
You love to see it. There's a 24. Yeah, the AI loves speeding over the speed bumps they do. Alright, these people want on. You lot are wanting on this bus, aren't you? There we go. So we've got a pretty simple wayfare going on with just the one more journey. I think it's the Studio Polygon
24 to
Wayfarer
Pimlico.
that has the functionality where it actually shows Oyster card balances and things, and if someone doesn't have enough, it'll print them a ticket. So maybe that's something we do, because obviously I'm just doing the journey towards Pimlico right now. Stop talking over me. Doing the journey towards Pimlico right now, maybe at some point we do the return journey on a Studio Polygon bus of some kind. I think the 400 MMC works fine with this map now. There was apparently problems with it before, but I imagine that's long since been sorted. Those little details like the cracks in the road surface there, like, that's just something you don't usually see on a map. Like you'll see like little bits in the road surface to indicate where there's going to be bumps in the road, but little cracks like that, not something I think I've seen anywhere.
24 to Pimlico.
Alright, let's continue. Let's try and hold it in electric mode for as much as we can. Never mind, that did not work. And we say goodbye to the Enviro 200.
Ferdinand Street.
Heads down to the right. Probably. Oh, a 27. That's apparently, I think I just said it, but that's the next expansion to this map. That's looking to be added. Very lenient timetables for a place where there is not really much in the way of ticket selling. Let me just put the time forward a bit. Try and keep things on schedule. Oh, there's another person who's run out of memory.
24 to
Ah, it's the same type, so all the people of that model will just not have the textures working
Hello,
properly,
driver.
I guess. Oh, hello. You want to speak, do you? You're the first person that's spoken to me today. Alright. We do have people wanting to speak, that's cool. Alright, now we try and hold it in electric mode. Up to these lights. Try and make this a zero emissions vehicle. Sort of.
Hawley Road.
Well, it worked. For now. Eh. Classic car AIs thinking they need to swing out wide like a bus. This Mercedes driver is going to do it as well. Causes a bit of a concertina effect, doesn't it? Just got the ones indicating left that don't go anywhere. Look, Evil City. Hello Route 31, goodbye Route 31. Aha, a 24. Hello 24. Aha. Yep, that was definitely a Green light. Oh, okay, right, this hasn't worked. This could have gone slightly better. Hold on. We can recover this. There we go. No collisions. All is well. We're a minute delayed in the schedule, but that's honestly fine because it's a very lenient timetable, so we will just make up that time instantly anyway. Round to the left we go. Slightly faster than I thought I was going to, but no worries, happens. Hawley Road, next stop. Welcome on board. Alright, and away we go again. I think it's wanting us to be
24 to Pimlico.
one lane over, so we will
Camden Gardens.
do as it says. It probably wasn't actually wanting that, but I've done it anyway because I'm pointing straight where the arrow's going. Ah, never mind, we need to stay in the left one. Oh well, happens. Under the bridge. Anyone under the bridge? Yep, one person wanting to get on under the bridge. But by the time we stop, we're no longer under the bridge because the stop is after it. So there you go. Funny how that works out. I was toying between taking this and an LX400 on our little drive today, but
24 to Pimlico.
I decided on this.
Station.
I decided on this with how much it's talking over me. Maybe I should have gone for the LX400 after all. It comes with the map by default as well. Is this a bus lane? Yes it is. None of those people look to be getting on. That wasn't the stop, it was this one for this one. No one getting off yet. Just a wee bit early on the time again, so we'll just keep making that up.
To Pimlico.
That way any passengers who want the bus won't miss out. Round here, oh there's a 31, I'm thinking that's just a layover spot,
Wright
isn't it?
Street.
No, it's not a stop we use. There we go, zero emission. No, not zero emission mode anymore. Never mind. But once again, we're like half a minute early again. Guess we're really meant to get more held up by traffic, huh? Open the rear door, because that's something to remember. Yeah, well, we'll just put the time
24 to Pimlico.
Put the time where it needs to be again, maybe slightly beyond where it needs to be. Aha! You've got a little hiss as the holding brake releases. The hiss and the honk, all the classic Volvo bus sounds.
Mornington Crescent Station.
Mornington Crescent Station. Or Mornington Crescent. Would help if I listened properly, wouldn't it? Would help if I listened properly. Yeah, around here. Oh, sorry, Range Rover. Didn't see you there. Alright, that's an interesting maneuver, isn't it? A bit of an interesting junction as a whole, really, this one. Alright, round all of that we go. Oh. We've got someone whose clothes have decided to run out of memory, but their head has not. So go figure, OMSI doing OMSI things.
Oh, hello.
Or maybe it's just a prototype cloaking device that hasn't worked properly. OMSI is truly a game of many wonders. Oh, there's someone wanting to get off and I had no idea. Would help if I paid attention to people requesting stops, wouldn't it? You know, as is part of my role as the bus driver in this situation.
Robert Street.
Robert Street. Even things like that image just to end the map, sort of, it's been done to really look like it continues when it doesn't. It's just a nice little detail. Good news is the bad news is we didn't make the light. The good news is we don't have 1,000,001 things bottlenecked up at this part, which can happen. Seen it before, and it's very much suboptimal, even though we're a bit forward of the light, which is also suboptimal. Oh, that stop's closed. Narrow lanes. But we make it through without any hassle. Stop request. This time I'll remember to open the rear doors immediately. I will not forget that. Just pull forward a bit more so the rear doors are clear of any obstruction. Welcome on board. That advert in the mirror there, look at that. That is
24.
that is certainly something to see when you look in your mirror while at a bus stop. Yeah, that's something. There's one thing that is, it is something. Anyway, electric mode. Can officially go electric mode up to 30 kilometers an hour. At 30 it will switch. Of course it will also switch if you are too heavy on the loud pedal. So to be barely pressing that loud pedal, these people are almost stood in the road. Alright, come on then. No? You sure? What is that? Oh, it's a track. You're absolutely sure you're not going to get on this bus? They're absolutely sure.
To Pimlico.
Oh, there's a 73. I see a 24 over there as well. Give way to traffic turning left. I'll just wait and see what we see. You know, I honestly thought it would take me more time to get used to driving with the camera mirrors again, but it's fine. Oh, there's an R27 over there, I just noticed. Chalk Farm, that can only really be a 27, I think. I'll say that'll be something else, but who knows? Hold on, mouse pointer's in the middle of the screen. I'm sure that's probably infuriating you slightly. Yep, 27. Keep forgetting that the mouse pointer is visible. Goes on a Belloni Route Master. I see a Gemini 3 Stealth up ahead. 2 of them. Where have they suddenly appeared from? Like how the iBus has just got Capper Street, Goodge Street, Stephen Street, Goodge Street again. What else is there to play with on there? There we go. Leave that there. Mess around with it in a bit. Where are you going? Alright, that's fine. Nothing to be concerned about. Hello, many AI buses. Oh, okay, yeah, yep, that's your lane. Sure, that was your lane you were in there, van. Yep, definitely wasn't my lane you were just wandering into. If that had been a bus, you'd probably struggle to get by it. Oh, another 73. Let's see, what other things can we play around with on here?
Seats are available on the upper deck. Please move upstairs.
There we go.
Please keep all your personal belongings with you at all times.
Play around with some of those, why not? Yeah, now Stephen Street's listed twice. I think it's just something it does. Capper Street. 2.2 minutes delayed. How's that happen then? And everyone's suddenly showing up to get on. I like getting the closing of the front doors in sync with the closing sound of the back doors. Something about it's just a little bit satisfying. But we continue along. Goodge Street station. Yeah, now Cambridge Circuits is listed twice, so there you go. Make it make sense. I see another Gemini. This is a very full bus. Look at what's going on there. How busy is it on the upper deck?
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I really do think that some of these many people crushed in together like almost sardines on that lower deck could really benefit from using the many free sets of double seats. There are... How many free sets of double seats are there up there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's like 11 free pairs of seats, and you've got all these people in there squished together like sardines or whatever. It's a bit silly. Like... Maybe we should remind them that there's seats upstairs. Hold on.
Seats are available on the upper deck. Please move upstairs.
Please move down inside the bus.
There we go, that's told them. Yeah, of course none of them are moving because they don't listen to these things. It's just something you can do with the bus. But it's fun to tell them anyway, so there you go. I would like a green light now. I notice there is no green light. I would like that to change. Just saying. There we go. Now look at 24.
Stephen Street.
Stephen Street. Route Master, is that going to be a 24? Oh, coming in a bit fast. It's okay. No, that's not a 24, I think. It's something else. That is 390. If I remember right, the 390 was the route that the electric conversion new route master that Metroline have was used on for a while. I don't think that's on the road right now, but when it was on the road, I think the 390 was the route it got on more than anything else. I could easily be misremembering. I'm not very in tune with London bus routes and their allocations, but that's just what springs to mind from a just what I remember point of view. Evo SETI on the 14. Make it through that light. Like the road detail on this map I think is better than any I've seen. In terms of just the resolution and the amount of different little things you can see on it. Oh, I've overshot. It's fine. Yeah, I just don't think there's any other map that...
Hey, how's it going?
Hello. I just don't think there's any other map that really comes quite close to this at the moment, out of the ones I've got anyway. Do need to get my hands on Bodenham version 5 at some point. Maybe that'll come close. At some point I will take a look at that, I'm sure. Just haven't got around to it yet, really. Plus there's something I want to sort out with things before that, because it wants the 2K version of the Miles W Stagecoach pack. Unless I'm looking at it the wrong way. The 2K and 4K packs overwrite each other, so you can only have one at the same time. I'll need to have a close look at the files again, but if that is the case, then I'm going to need to do a bunch of renaming of things so that I can have both of them. And so the map is satisfied with 2K repaints for its AI, but I can still drive the 4K versions of the pack if I want. No one's getting off.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello. Yeah, at some point I will eventually end up with the Bodenham map. And we'll be able to drive the routes that that brings along with it, as it were.
St. Martin's Place.
Anyway, St. Martin's Place, let's keep going. I'd like to think we're at or just over halfway through the journey now. Somehow. Goes past rather quick, really, doesn't it? Oh, we found the guy whose textures haven't loaded in properly again. Not that you'll be able to see that as he walks down the bus, because there's so many people packed in on the lower deck.
24 to Pimlico.
Alright.
Trafalgar Square, Charing Cross Station.
Trafalgar Square. Does this vehicle run out of memory in its own textures, or is this just the paint that it's got on it? Anyway, welcome to Trafalgar Square. I think that's just the paint on that vehicle is very, very dark. What are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, you could have literally just been in the other lane to start with. No one's getting off.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello. You really didn't gain anything now, did you? Because now I'm just going past you. Alright, let's figure out this mess of a series of lanes, shall we?
Whitehall, Trafalgar Square.
Well, I probably didn't do it right, but it works. And that is what matters. We did it, and we didn't crash into anything. Yeah, there is still some FPS drops, but it's kind of what you expect from a London map. Loads of AI buses and things going around. Lots of buildings, lots of everything. It's not like a Lincolnshire, which has just got a loads...
Hey, how's it going?
I'm trying to speak, thank you. It's not like Lincolnshire, where there's just loads of sections that are just countryside for ages. And just little towns in between. Like, this is just built up all the time, every single tile, so... You're going to find that it's a little bit heavier on the resource usage, but... It's just how these things go. There's a 159 over there. And a Mark 1 Enviro 400. We ignore the factor 2.5 minutes late. I'm sure that'll eventually be made up. If not, well, it means you don't have to put the time forward again. Sorry about the mouse pointer, I keep forgetting. Maybe I'll turn it off on OBS, maybe that'll work. Or maybe it just won't and it'll just be persistent no matter what. Are you staying? Are you crossing? What are you doing? I don't trust that taxi. I don't trust it. No, he did just decide to cross over in the end. Well, he managed to do it without crashing, which is rare for OMSI AI. Oh, was that the stop? Oh, that was the stop as well. I did not see the sign for that stop. You can see it now, it's behind the tree. Oh well. Gotta continue, I guess.
Westminster Station, Parliament Square.
I did not see that stop sign at all. Sorry people who I just missed. I'm getting next bus, they're only 10 minutes apart. You only got 8 minutes wait for the next one anyway because I'm 2 minutes behind. Thoughts on green light? There we go. Right, here's a stop. We'll use this stop. Wait for everyone to get off. There's a route master on that side of the road and right behind us as well.
24 to Pimlico.
I want to be in the middle lane.
Smith Street, Westminster Abbey.
Westminster Abbey. Where's that other bus? Oh, it's at the stop. Wonder where that'll go. Probably won't find out. Oh no, it's going to pass us. No, it's not because it's been stopped at a light. Why are you... Okay, whatever. Anyway, we'll go around here once the light goes green, which it is now doing. I really thought I was going to cut across, I just wasn't. Alright, we're 2.5 minutes behind still. Can we make up that time? While not missing any more stops in the process either. Once again, the engine cuts off, of course. And guess what we're waiting for about the billionth time. Good old green light. Right on cue, sort of. Welcome on board. You're walking through the bus shelter. That is a sensible thing for you to do. Oh, found another out of memory for my model person. Alright, we continue. Look how colourful that is. When do you ever see
St James's Park Station.
things like that looking so colourful? There we go. Not quite beyond the lights. It's fine. All is fine. There's another route master. I think it's on not a 24. It's on a 211 to Waterloo. St James Park Station. House of Fraser.
(24) to Pimlico.
24 to Pimlico. Can't imagine we're far off now. If it wasn't for the fact that we're nearly 3 minutes behind schedule, I'd check.
Westminster City Hall.
Westminster City Hall. Here's this little stop. Hey, well, we'll check while we're stopped here.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello. We are only about... No, we're only about 10 minutes off the end, just over. Make up some time, it might be even less than that.
24 to Pimlico.
If we keep getting stopped by traffic lights, it won't be less than that.
Westminster Cathedral, Victoria Station.
Westminster Cathedral, Victoria Station, frame rate. Not cooperating. Keep an eye on the lights. You can see Victoria Station there. I see a 24 over there. I see it. There we go, finally. Oh, not it's 80 Victoria Street. I was completely wrong on that one. Just saw Victoria ST. I was like, station? Sure, why not? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just taking this bus places. Oh, there's the underground, so... There you go, Victoria Station with an interesting texture going on there. Oh, everyone's getting off here. Well, you can see them, of course. That is a very loud lorry. Lorry's louder than this bus. This isn't the loudest bus, but even still. I see what's going on with the textures there now. I see it. I see, I understand. .3 minutes, oh dearie me. I may have to unlock new heights of speed at this point if we're going to have a chance of making back time. Seems Victoria Station is a stop that everyone wants to get off at.
Victoria Station.
We may be waiting a while for everyone to alight. Oh, there is a 13, which is doing something interesting with the lanes.
To Pimlico.
Meanwhile, a 32, or 52 even, is on layover.
Warwick Way.
Taxi rank. Follow the road round. I'm still getting held by red lights. I feel like we've basically had a red light on every single traffic light we've come to on this run. There goes a 24. I just feel like there's been a lot of them, you know? More than usual for any OMSI map catching red lights. But I think we're getting a bit closer at the end now, so hopefully red lights don't have too much more of an opportunity to mess with us. Slight overshoot, but it's fine. We just don't question it.
Hiya, driver.
And we just keep going as fast as we can.
24 to Pimlico.
Oh look, a green light.
Road.
Incredible. An actual green light that exists and lets us through. Never thought I'd see the day. Of course, immediately followed by another red. Can't have too much of a good thing, can we? Never have too much of a good thing. And we're not even getting the first pick of getting to go, so that's not optimal. You just drove over that island in the middle of the road. What a sensible car you are. Roll forward slightly. Alright, lights anytime. Like to do driving now, please. Thank you. Always prefer doing driving to not doing driving. .5 minutes. Delay is getting a bit silly. We might need to perhaps go slightly above 20.
To Pimlico.
Slightly above 20 to make sure we can actually make
St.
it.
George's Square, Pimlico Station.
Pimlico Station, okay, yeah, we're kinda close now. Even hitting the dizzy heights of 30 mile an hour, I do not think we're making it. Yeah, no one's getting on here. Alright, come on, lights.
24 to Pimlico.
Good lights. Alright. Traffic be like.
Pimlico Academy and Library.
And now they all just absolutely speed off. Did not expect to see someone getting on here. Can hear some talking going on somewhere. Don't know if it's in the bus or outside it, but it's a thing.
24 to Pimlico. Albany Street.
Just sneak in here, shall we? Oh no, you were turning left. Oh well, gone through a car. Tried to do a sneaky route and it ended with going through a car. See, is that? There's a slight hole in the road. There's a very slight hole in the road. Oh dear. Anyone wanting on? Nah.
24.
Right, let's try and make up time without going through any more cars. That's always helpful. This is a huge recording.
Winchester Street.
Right, if we can go past this stop, never mind, there's going to be people getting on, isn't there? No there's not. Alright, we continue. Making up time now.
Westminster Terrace.
Make sure we don't take this corner too fast. This is the penultimate stop, so we're not going to be quite on time. But that's okay, we're not too bad. Don't need that door open. Pull out before this taxi tries to get in front.
To Pimlico.
Oh, Enviro 200 on the 360. Now the lights cooperate for us when we can't make up time anymore. But when we want to make up time, they don't cooperate. Anyway, even with a slight bit of speeding at the end, we still don't quite make it on time. Only 1.5 minutes behind, so we did make up a little bit. But there we have it, we've arrived at the terminus of Pimlico, of course. Something made an interesting noise just then. And whilst everyone gets off the bus, you can see the people who suffered from a lack of memory in OMSI. Any on that side? Not yet. I think some of them might have already gotten off. Alright, it was just the two that managed to stay onto the whole way on the route. So there you go. We will shut the door at that. So, with that being said, we are here at the end, and that will be the end of today's little drive. This recording is very crazily long, so we're just going to do a small outro, and I'll say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. You know what to do if you want to see more. And with that being said, who knows what the next one will be, and if you want to suggest me a vehicle to take on the return journey, please do. But with that being said, this recording is now over an hour, and I think the final upload will be as well. So with that being said, because this is a roller blind, when the interior lighting turns off, that will do it for the video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.